Okay, so how Kahoot works. So you need to go on kahoot.com and you will have this page. Of course, you can log in if you already have a profile. If you don't have a profile, you will need to create one. So you click on login. Now, my one, it logs in automatically because I already have stored my credentials, so I don't have to put anything. Here, it will ask you if you want the payroll version and blah, 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 but you don't care. So you just click on thanks, maybe later. And it will put you to your page. So once that you create your profile, of course. So it will send you to your own page. At the beginning, this side here, where there is my Kahoots, will be empty because you haven't created any Kahoots yet. Because I did create some Kahoots, I have some here on my site. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see all my Kahoots here. This one is the one that I created the other day for the training, but we can remove it and we created another one together. So we go here in all Kahoots. Actually, let's go back to this one, the general page where you have the list of Kahoot. In your case, I said is going to be empty. You click on create so you can create your first Kahoot. So create. There are a few things that you can create, but they need the upgrade version. So every time that you see this symbol, you see here with the crown, it means that this is for the people who paid for it. Because we haven't paid for it, then we go on the normal one, the create new Kahoot. And we get to this page. Now, in this page, we can create our own questions. So let's say I want to ask what is the plural of, I don't know, what is the plural of men? And then in the answer, I write men's, men, and human. Now, you see there is all this jumping circle here on the side. You have to flag the one that is the correct answer. So, in this question, the correct answer is men. Now, I can select the time that I allow the students to think about the question before giving the answer. I could put 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, up to 240 seconds. I usually put, for easy questions like this one, I put 30 seconds. Or if they are a little bit more complex, if they have to read more, I put 60 seconds. Very rarely I put more. If they answered, important for you to know that if they answered before the end of the seconds, if all the students have answered before the finish of the countdown, the countdown finish itself, even if it hasn't got to the end. So, for example, the 30 seconds, they will go on only until the last student has answered. Then each questions, when the students will play, each questions will have a amount of point. Faster they answer, more points they get. The only thing is that, of course, they have to be right. Now, you can put 1,000, you can put 2,000, you can put 0 point. 0 point I wouldn't suggest unless that you decided to make just questions with no first place, second places, or no competition, just questions with no competition, then you put all 0. Otherwise, I usually keep it to all to 1,000, unless there is a very, very difficult question that I decided to give double point, but it very rarely happened. Here there is single select, that it means that you allow to put only one single correct answer, or you put multi-select, so the that means that the students can choose more than one answer. But this one, unfortunately, is a paywall version, so you can't really do it. So you can put more than one correct answer. Let's say that with this one, there is only one correct answer, so we'll keep it to one. But now, after, we're gonna do another question where there could be more than one correct answer, and I'll show you how to do it. And also, you can put an image. So you have an image library. So I can put this image here, and then I can crop it. So, okay, I just want to show this one, so I can crop it, or I can remove it. I can upload an image that is on my computer. Now I don't have any, so I don't put anything, or you can put a YouTube link. Let's put this image here that we like. So here we have our image. As you see, I need to keep the original. I can't put the 343, 545, 848. I can't do this one because you need to pay for it. Then I'll go to the next question, add a question. And when I add the question, it's asking me what type of question I want to add. So it can be a quiz question like the one that we did now. It can be a true or false, and all the others I can't choose it. So there is no way for me. But I can choose also the true false. But now let's go again with the normal question, and we ask, how do I order at the bar? And then it could be, can I have, I want, I demand, I would like. So I put this question, for example, for this question where they have to read slightly more, I put 60 seconds. I can put another image library, and I put food. And here I have two possible answers, because I can either order with, can I have this one, or I would like this one. I don't put I demand and I want, because it's a little bit exactly demanding, so let's not choose it as an option. So in this case, the students either will have only the option to choose one answer, but they have 50-50 to be right, basically, because they have two answers that could be right. And so on and so on and so on. You can add as many questions as you want. While you're doing it, every time Kahoot save it as a draft, so you don't have to save it, click saving every time, it just auto-saves. You can also choose a question from Question Bank. So I click on Question Bank, and you see I want a question on, I don't know, simple past. Okay, quizzed. Past simple of this verb, no? Quindi I like this question, so I say, you know what? I like this question. Let's add it. And I add it on my list of questions. So past simple, this is the verb, helped, jumped, walked, washed. And the right answer is walked. So when you go in question banks, you can choose, you can type in what you want, the word that you want. It can be Italian or English or anything, Spanish or whatever language, and you will find it. In here, you can type, if you have a keyboard in Japanese, in Arabic or whatever, you can type in any language that you want, but you need to have it on your keyboard. There is no a way to add it from here. The only thing that you can add from here is, you see, some symbols. You can put bold characters, you can put a slash, some mathematical form, you can add some special character. See, you have special character here that you can add if you don't have it on your keyboard. So this one you can do, but if you actually need to write in Chinese or Arabic, then you need to have it on your keyboard. It needs to be enabled directly your keyboard. And then we give to our Kahoot, we give a title. So beginners revision. Then we describe, if we want, we can write a description just for us to remember, I don't know, class in city lit, or at, so 10:30 Wednesday, if it's something that you want to use it for a specific class. Otherwise, you can write whatever you want. I mean, for end of beginner bag course. Okay, then language, we put English in this case, but you can put the whatever. You can save it in some folder if you have it, but first you have to create it somewhere else, but that's not very relevant. I never do it. You can choose the music, because when we play there is gonna be a music that plays, but I mean, you can choose some music, you can listen to it and then decide which music you like. Visibility, you can click if it's only for you or if it's for everyone. If it's for everyone, it means that people will be able to look for the questions like we did before, and add even questions that you created, added to their Kahoot. Quindi we have beginner revision, we have everything, and then we click done. This Kahoot can be played. All questions need to be completed before you can start playing. Ah, yes, it's true, because I put a 4 question and there is nothing there. So 1 second, I fix it, I remove it, delete question, yes, ciao. Okay, now I have all questions that can be played. So validated, yes, the Kahoot is ready to be played. Done. Here we are, and here we have our beginner revision Kahoot. Once that I want to play, I will click on play. I will click on teach. And in order to play, I will have to click on classic, because team mode is only makes sense if the people are face to face, but because we are not face to face, it's better, we need to click classic, where each students play with his device. So the students will need to have their mobile with them. They can also use the computer to play, but just if they already have Zoom on the computer, maybe they don't want to be bothered to switch between Zoom and the thing, or they have to share the screen and have a small part with the browser and a small part with Zoom. Otherwise, they can do it on the phone. So you click classic, and then the computer start. The game starts. You ask them to go to kahoot.it. So remember, to create the Kahoot, you need to go to I removed the to go to create your Kahoot, you have to go to kahoot.com. But for them to play, they have to go to the browser, so Google Chrome or Safari or whatever they have, and go on kahoot.it. Once they get there, they will have to first put the PIN number that appeared here, and then they put their name. And when they put the name, they will appear here. And then when you have all the students in, you will click start. That now we can't because there is no any player. You click start, it will start, and then you will play with them. So that's it. That's everything that you need to know. This is the basic. Of course, during the training we did a little bit more explanation on other stuff, but this is like a step-by-step guide for the people who already attended to the training. Okay, so thank you guys, and see you to the next training. Ciao, ciao.